The air was then filled with the maddening din of several hundred quality, expertly aimed projectiles tearing their way through the many muzzles of the weapons of the talented detachment at Lord Silvercross. He was outnumbered and surrounded. Personal armor was a major concern for anyone in power on New Hades, and Lord Silvercross was no exception. His elaborate armor's force field projectors and the protective coatings that he had applied to his Maximilian plate were of a standard not known in much of the world. Many bullets veered around the rebel Lord of the Crux. Quite a few of them struck the tempered surface. Fiery impacts were mixed with the chemical hiss of solvent and sharp sound of pentra-euphorium embedding in the multi-layered material. In the first few seconds he had suffered 2 distinct and dangerous wounds to the abdomen and 1 to the thigh. The situation was beginning to look hopeless when, above the racket of wild firing and power-assisted spinning barrels, Lord Firecross entered the hallway to investigate the violent disturbance. He assessed the situation quickly and reasonably accurately. Bloodcross has become a complete megalomaniac, he thought, and determined that he would not be the next to suffer Lord Silvercross's fate at the High Lord's whim. Lord Firecross brandished a formidable multi-barreled shotgun. It was even a threat to those who wore the heaviest and most effective armor. The belts of ammunition that ran into its 3 chambers were a mix of euphorium sliver, solids, and buckshot. He had 450 shells in total, with which to save Silvercross, and he sprayed their assorted forms of euphorium payload with great prejudice through the concentrated mass of elite guardsmen. Like a great flood at a dam, the hail of shotgun loads struck the backs of the exo-soldiers. They fell as it ate into their number amidst a shocking, echoing din. Lord Silvercross was on one knee, barely able to train the frigid blast weapon on the last remaining guard. Lord Firecross's barrels were still spinning when he had exhausted his ammunition and ran forward to face High Lord Bloodcross. High Lord Bloodcross was appalled at the destruction of the finest soldiers in his kingdom. He fumbled for his stinger cannon, a weapon that fired very large poisonous darts under extreme pneumatic pressure. Lord Firecross rushed past the fallen Lord of the Crux. Noting Silvercross's grievous injuries, he announced with conviction, "He's dead, Silver," to his equal in passing. The stinger cannon blasted again and again, but the weapon did not seem to be able to strike Lord Firecross. There was a reason for this beyond Bloodcross's shaking hands and poor aim. Firecross had mounted on his armor a set of field projectors, which were as to plastics as magnetic repulsion fields are to metal. The darts used by the stinger cannon were Pentra-tipped Kevlar composite, and so veered around him eerily. Upon reaching the immediate area of the throne, Lord Firecross drew his magnificent drilling sword. The fear was obvious in Bloodcross's eyes just before one of them was punctured and filled with the shaft of this weapon. Its unbelievable torque twisted High Lord Bloodcross' head and tore it from his shoulders. "Get some meds up here!" bellowed Firecross at the receivers in the corner of the war chamber. Soon, Lord Silvercross was being treated for his extensive wounds.